Good morning, gamers and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 1.7.0 patch notes. It's kind of a short patch notes, but they are implicating some pretty huge things. They're teasing some pretty huge things for the next update, so I figured we'd just discuss what that's all about. Also, we're going to take a big look at the new store, because obviously, and as you can see in front of me, it says here, voice chat enabled. We have enabled voice chat by default. You can always turn off voice chat from the settings menu. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I've played a few games. We're solo queuing to Diamond over on my Twitch stream as we speak, and it will probably help. So far, nobody has actually spoken. I think we played 2 or 3 games so far. Nobody has actually spoken in any of those games, but I'm sure people will eventually, because before that, voice, at least on PC, was opt-in rather than opt-out or automatic. But first, let's take a look at the new store. I believe these are also new. This one, I haven't seen this one before. Looks pretty cool. This one I'm really interested in, the Tama view. Help you keep up with all of the action from the big screen. It has a Tama, is doing a bunch of things. I am theorizing that maybe this is an actual or dynamic item, which should keep up with what's happening on the map. Maybe like with the kill feed or something. We'll simply have to wait and see. I'm buying it though for my main. We'll keep an eye on that later on. It's a Tamagotchi. Yeah, so I think it's really cool. It's really cute. And I'm all for really creative skins, so we'll see. Then, of course, you have the football set, which comes with different colors. You can rep whatever team. Isn't it the Super Bowl? Someone in my chat asked about it yesterday, so I'm not sure if this is relevant to what's going on in the real world. But pretty cool to see. Those are the changes as far as we are in-game. But let's take a look at the actual patch notes as well. Like, actually, some of these patches are pretty big, and they promise something big later. The game, as you guys know, has a pretty low player count at the moment. Let me just show that. We're looking at, well, not even at the moment, but you can see there's a pretty definite negative trend. I've asked a lot of you guys, like, what is it you guys think is bad for the game? Why is the game doing so poorly? What is it you wish it would change? And a lot of you guys have told me, oh, it's this or that. Personally, I think nukes are a really big problem that people don't address nearly as much as they need. I think cheating and matchmaking are probably hand in hand. I was thinking maybe we'll do a long video just talking about what's wrong with the game right now. We can maybe do like a video essay and talk about it. You can let me know in the comments if you want that. But we're going to take a look at the actual patch notes and we'll just discuss it. So again, I looked at this morning and I realized that, oh yeah, this is a nothing burger. There's no point here. But somebody in chat told me that actually there is a little line here. They do usually hide some information up in this description that I missed, which is, before we get into the patch notes, finally we're aware of problems with the explosive power of the red canisters and that barrels have unintentional stacking damage. You can expect a fix to these issues in the next major update. So that is a huge promise. I don't know if they mean fixing the issue with the red canisters or the unintentional stacking damage. I believe the stacking damage might be what has been killing us, as we talked about in the undocumented changes recently. Also, in addition, speaking of that video, the unintentional, there seems to be a weird bug right now. When you start, if an enemy starts capping the cash out, it doesn't start playing the warning to the cash out, like the warning signal that is being stolen, until maybe 1 or 2 seconds later. So it starts beeping and then it gets stolen like a second later. Not sure what's up with that. Super annoying. But, you know, eventually they'll probably fix that too. It has not been fixed in 1.7. As far as I know, none of the bugs that I mentioned in that video have been fixed. But we will see. Either way, let's take a look here. So we have, let's take a look at the actual changes we are seeing this patch. I'm assuming we're going to see another one. So also, just real quick before we do take a look at the changes and I talk about those, something I've noticed recently is, for the last 3 weeks, every Wednesday at 11:30-ish, my time, Central European, the same time as in the developers, because I'm Swedish, there has been a new patch. It's been a lot of like balance changes, some smaller, some bigger, but it's always been at Wednesday at about 11. For whatever reason, it dropped today. Today, if you guys don't know, is a Thursday at about 11. But so apparently the patch is not every Wednesday, but it was in sync with the store refresh. So I'm thinking that we're probably going to expect some type of patch every time the store refreshes from now on. It's now been 4 out of the last 4 patches. All 4 of them have been on a store refresh. Now this one was on a Thursday, but keep that in mind. Good to know. If you guys are wondering when a new patch will come, that's probably a indicator of that. But let's take a look at the changes, because there are some really good changes. Even though they're small, they do address some things I've been complaining about. Okay, let's see. Because of the C4 red, they can only, one C4 red only do some, okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but it's not, the nukes are not working as they should. Alright, let's take a look here. disabled the Dead Go Boom game show event. This has been a big complaint for me. I think this is probably one of my least favorite events, this one on low gravity. They say it punishes melee users too much at the present. They're also punishing close range in general. So generally speaking, Dead Go Boom was really annoying. Super glad it's gone. Rest in piss, bozo. Do not come back. They're saying they're going to rework it at some point in the future. So we'll see about that. They added a UI play again button to the end of round sequence. We've used it. It definitely makes getting back into another game a lot faster. Very smooth. And as I mentioned here, they added voice to be enabled by default on PC. And on console, apparently. I thought that was already automatically on console, but I haven't played on console. And in addition to that, they're of course making another of my videos slightly outdated with changes to progression, where the amount of XP given for contracts has been increased to 4.5k, weekly goals to 9k, reduce the numbers of contracts that need to be able to get weekly gold to 6. So they just made leveling up faster. They also give you a lot more experience for playing the game, opening vaults, starting cash out, all these small things you can do. I always like reading these because it gives me some insight into how experience works, because there's no resource on this, and this tells me, okay, if you want to level up, you want to get experience, you have to play the game, which I believe I said in my video as well. You have to actually play the game, and the better you perform, the faster you level up. I mean, we level up really fast on the Solo 2 Diamond account because we're just getting kills, we're doing all of these things, finishing first place or opening vaults and whatever, constantly. But it's a very small set of patch notes, but again, it promises a huge thing, hopefully next week, and I'm really excited to see. We're going to be covering that more in depth a lot faster when it does come out, hopefully next week. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like and subscribe so you don't miss the patch notes for next week when those come out. I'm curious to hear what you guys do think about these changes and what they can do about the canisters, or again, what they can change in the game to make it more enjoyable for, the dropping playing count. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you all next time.